Good evening, Peter from Achilles Farm. It's been a while. Yeah, things on the farm has been up and down. It's been winter season, so there's been things happening, but yeah. So currently, we are busy designing and planning our food forest. Now, originally we were going to put the food forest at the bottom of our property, way over there, right at the bottom, away from the house, and then that's still the plan because that's going to house our layer chickens. However, in the meantime, we have this space at the back of the house. Clearly, the house still needs some renovation, but well, that's another day, another story. Um, so there's about this area that's about, I would say, 10 meters by for 20 meters, 10 by 20 meters, that we can do a Miyawaki style food forest. Currently, we have one, two. So we have one, two. There's a tiny one, three, and then over there four tamarillos, which are fantastic fruit. I truly love them. And then we have two coffee trees. This skinny one here. Not sure if that one's going to survive the transplant. It was somewhere else in the garden where it did not do very well. So it's been transplanted here, but it's quite hot in this area. And then this is our second coffee tree over here. Now this one was in a pot, so it transplanted very, very well. And then over here under this mesh screen is where we sowed in some vegetables that will accompany the food forest. And now I'm systematically cleaning up all the weeds and stuff that's in here. The grass is going to be a continuous problem. This is Cynodon. It's notoriously bad to get rid of. They form deep stolons that can go half a meter to a meter deep, and then they just dig down here, carry all the way through, and pop up there against the wall, and you don't even have anything in between. So they are really a nuisance. However, with a food forest, the amount of shade that's created by eventually the trees, that's going to I am not going to allow the trees to grow much higher than what the roof is. Even that is already a bit high. Um, Simply because if you look at that palm tree over there, way up there, not going to be able to harvest anything that grows up there. The same with our avocado tree over there. Um, that guy's at least 10 to 12 feet tall. Our avos there, yep, not going to get them. And with that velocity that they come down there, they usually crack up and break. So that's not ideal either. So the idea is here, keep it fairly short, maybe no taller than that wall. In here, we are going to have the coffee trees, the tamarillos. We're going to look for some kind of exotics, like we were looking for the white flesh guava, maybe some jackfruit, maybe some things like finger lime, lemon tree or two in here, both the thin and the thick skin lemon, maybe some naartjies, maybe a few peaches. This area does get very hot in summer, but it is fairly well protected by the wall for any cold winds that come through. In winter, that wall is west facing, so it heats up very nicely during winter, which means that during the day it's nice and warm. And then in summer, this tree is due west of this garden, so anything from about 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, this starts shading this area. So the trees will have a fair amount of light during the day, and then hopefully the bigger trees, like the Tamarillo over there, will shade anything that's planted underneath it, will be shaded by that tree eventually. And the same can be said about the coffee trees. Pretty much, yeah. So that's the idea. It's still, like I say, very early stages. So what makes this area ideal is the soil is exceptionally fertile. It's a very nice, rich, sandy loam with a tremendous amount of organic matter in it. Just to give you an idea, this is what the stolon looks like of this grass. So Northern stolon, I dug that out of there. So yeah, but this This soil is a very rich, clumpy loam, full of organic matter. Um, this was previously a goat holding pen, so all the original goat manure has had about 2 to 3 years to decompose, and then we've worked in some of the bedding that came out of the chicken houses, also on here, just layered it on top. And then this soil, that quality goes down at least a meter. Then you start to get into a little bit more mineral kind of soil, sand, reddish sand. So drainage, yeah. So drainage is actually perfect in this area. There's never any water standing here. I can water now, and within a few seconds the water will disappear. So very well drained, enough organic matter to keep the moisture in, as you can see there. And this is also going to be mulched very, very thickly by anything that comes out of the chicken coops, vegetable gardens, anything like that. So that is the idea. If anybody has some nice suggestions of plants that I can plant, papayas are also going to come in here. We're going to plant a few papayas, maybe a banana or two, and then a lot of what is called in South Africa orphan crops, which are rare heritage crops that's got very much potential for food sustainability and food security, but don't have that much of a commercial value yet. So all those kind of crops are going to come in here too. So I will keep you updated. At the moment, I'm just going to clean up here a little bit more, maybe get rid of some of the weeds and stuff I pulled. And then next time, hopefully we can show you the flower of the Tamarillo, and I can actually show you the buds of the coffee tree. These are brand new buds. They just started. There's not as prolifically flowering as last year. Last season was very prolific, but I mean, since she's just been transplanted, I'm quite happy with anything she can give. And yes, then on that note, have a blessed rest of the week, and we'll chat again soon.